If the touchscreen on your control box has gone dark and you are still plugged into electricity, the first step is to unplug your control box. Unscrew the two screws on the front of the control box and open your control box. What we have in here is, on your far left side is a power supply, followed by the computer, and then we have terminal blocks and then two relays, and at the very far side is a circuit breaker with a fuse in it. There is a light bulb at the bottom of the circuit breaker, and so in order to break the circuit, if you need to work on anything, you can simply lift up the corner of the circuit breaker, and that turns the power off also. In the circuit breaker is a fuse, and we will show you how to remove that block, that whole circuit breaker block, from the DIN rail. So push it down, put your screwdriver in at the bottom, a small flat screwdriver in at the bottom of it, and pry it up, and that removes the bottom of the circuit breaker from the DIN rail, and then push it forward and up. On the back side of the circuit breaker is a flat plate, and you simply push it open. Inside is a fuse. Take your small screwdriver and pry that fuse out. Replace it with a new one. All you have to do is stick it in that cover and then close the cover, and it snaps right into place. Attach the circuit breaker by hooking the front end of the circuit breaker on the DIN rail, and then just simply push the bottom side down, and it will snap back into place. There is a little light bulb at the bottom of the circuit breaker, and when that light bulb is on, that means that fuse has burned. When the light bulb is off, then your fuse is still good. So we can plug in, power up the control box. You can see the lights on the power supply and the computer are both on, and that's how they should look. You should have a green light that's on your logo and your power supply, and then the bottom of the logo, the computer, it will flash yellow and green. Right there. And then simply screw down. Now, again, to get in and set your controls, push the set time. Your login panel will come in, push the bar for user, push in O, P, and then the arrow, password, push in H, O, O, F, and the number 1, and then OK. And that will get you into your touch screen so that you can make adjustments. Here is a closer look at the circuit breaker, and maybe this can show you a better angle of how to remove the circuit breaker from the DIN rail. So if you're going to change the fuse, simply reach in with the screwdriver into the lip at the bottom, the very bottom, pry it up, and that removes the bottom from the DIN rail. Then the front, simply push forward and it will come right off. Once you have it off, lay it on its side and pry open the flap that holds the fuse. Inside, you can see that fuse. Put your screwdriver in and simply pry the fuse out. Just like that. Remove the fuse. Get a fresh new fuse. Set it right in on the flap and then simply close the flap. Put the front in, hook the front of the circuit breaker on the DIN rail, and then just simply push down. It latches on the bottom and you're ready to go.